Today, I would like to talk about something that completely changed the way I think about productivity. Productivity has been for years linked to hustle culture. The whole grind 24/7, no excuses, sleep when you're dead mindset. No matter how much you do, it's never enough. When you rest, you feel guilty because you're not being productive. And then you compare yourself to people online who seem to have it all figured out. They have it all under control and they're like super productive. And then you ask yourself, what's wrong with me? Like, am I broken? Like, why is this not working for me? Why cannot be so disciplined? Why can't I just do the hard work? Why can't I stay consistent? The way it goes with this type of productivity is that you just end up burnt out, sleep deprived, completely stressed, and feeling worthless and completely useless. Even though you're trying your very best, you're still not doing what you want to be doing and you're not getting where you want to get. But there is a better way, and it is called healthy productivity. It's a completely different approach to getting things done, one that works long term and doesn't actually make you miserable in the process. Healthy productivity is all about working smarter, not harder. And it's about making sure that your mental and physical health are as much of a priority as your to-do list. When you're focusing on healthy productivity, you're not just achieving your goals. You're doing it in a way that's sustainable, enjoyable, and good for your overall well-being. The goal is not just to check off as many tasks as possible. It's about focusing on meaningful work that actually moves the needle forward instead of just being busy. It's not about working more, it's about working better. It also takes in consideration your energy levels, your health, and individual needs. Not everyone thrives on super strict schedules. Healthy productivity is about understanding your natural rhythms, what motivates you, what works for you, and creating systems that make your productivity feel easier, not harder. You're probably thinking, that's not possible, you won't get much done this way, or you won't achieve your goals by not pushing hard. So let's talk about a few misconceptions about productivity.
You're not working hard with healthy productivity.
Let me make this very clear. First of all, you can still work hard with healthy productivity, okay? You can still push yourself, you can still work hard, you can still work long hours if needed, because sometimes it is needed. When you want to start a new business, when you want to grow your new YouTube channel, of course, sometimes working hard, it's needed and it's good. But what's different about healthy productivity is that, yes, you work hard, but you're still trying to find balance as much as you can wherever you can. So you won't just throw your health out of the window completely, which I feel like a lot of people do. It's just they go into extreme, completely focusing on working hard and not taking care of anything else. But with healthy productivity, you try to find as many instances where you can take care of yourself, where you can get proper rest, where you can do fun things. It is still possible even though you're working hard, trust me. For example, you can set one non-negotiable, which is sleep. You will always go to sleep at the same time. You will sleep 8 hours, no exceptions. Because sleep is just something that should be non-negotiable, because it will actually make you less productive, much less productive, if you're not getting enough sleep. And the goal is productivity, right? So if you want to be more productive, get proper sleep. That's just the way it works. And unfortunately, with toxic productivity, people just don't get that. People think that by working late in the night is gonna move them forward is gonna help more than getting proper sleep and then continuing the work in the morning, fully rested and energized and with clear mind. So healthy productivity is not trying to avoid hard work. It's trying to figure out ways of making the hard work sustainable.
Productivity is about how much you do.
I don't think so. Productivity isn't about how much you do, but rather the impact of what you do. For example, spending 3 hours on deep, focused work is much more valuable than spending the whole day on busy work.
Rest is unproductive.
Actually, resting is one of the most productive things that you can do. Getting proper sleep, taking breaks, and resting boosts your energy levels, focus, and creativity, which helps you to get done more in less time.
You just need more discipline and willpower.
Willpower is overrated. You simply cannot rely on motivation and willpower. We are people full of emotions, and these emotions can be very strong and lead us to do something we really don't want to do, or not do something we really want to do. With healthy productivity, you're fully aware of how humans work, and specifically how you work. You get to know yourself really well and what your toxic behaviors are. So when you are in a tough situation, you come fully prepared and you know what to do. Toxic productivity is trying to simplify all this, which is just have more willpower, just push through, try more, want it more, push through these difficult feelings, push through these difficult situations. But it's not that simple. These difficult emotions are there for reasons, and they can be very powerful. And healthy productivity is very aware of this and seeks to understand how exactly you work and what exactly you do in these situations where your emotions are getting the best of you, or where it's not clear what to do, or where you're really stressed, you don't know how to handle a situation and you procrastinate instead. You come fully prepared from getting to know yourself, and you know what to do. You know what works for you in those situations, which is not simply pushing through. So let's talk about core principles of healthy productivity. The first one is know yourself. This is the absolute core of healthy productivity, because the only thing works is what works specifically for you. You cannot try to do things the way other people do it, because everybody's different, everybody works differently. Healthy productivity helps you get to know yourself and know exactly what your needs are, how you function, what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what you like, what you don't like, what motivates you, what you do in those tough situations when you feel anxious, when you feel overwhelmed, when you feel stressed. What do you do in those situations? Do you binge on chips, like me? Do you procrastinate by scrolling on your phone, like me? Do you play video games for hours on end? Everybody has these toxic behaviors and coping mechanisms that appear in tough situations. And so healthy productivity helps you figure out what exactly you do in these situations and what could you do instead? What would work instead? And of course, the first step is awareness. You need to be aware when it's happening, why you're doing it. And when you're aware that you're doing it, you can shift your behavior towards something else, something actually healthy. The next one is work smarter, not harder. Focus on impact, not hours. Productivity is not about working more, but working on what matters. So again, you can work hard with healthy productivity, but would you rather work for 4 hours and get as much done or even more than in 8 hours? Because it is possible by focusing on the most meaningful things. Prioritize rest and recovery. Rest is not a break from productivity, it's a part of it. Embrace imperfection. Done is better than perfect. Start small and build your habits gradually. Also, know your limitations and human imperfections, and don't be too hard on yourself. Sustainable growth. Avoid burnout by making smaller and consistent improvements over time and by taking care of yourself. And lastly, flexibility and adaptation. Adjust your methods to what works for you right now. Every day doesn't need to look the same. Change it up, whatever works for you. If one system doesn't work, try something else. And know that there are different seasons in life that require different priorities and habits. Let me give you a few more examples of how healthy productivity compares to toxic productivity. Toxic productivity. More is always better. Healthy productivity. Meaningful is always better. Toxic productivity. Hustle. No rest. Healthy productivity. Rest makes you more productive. Toxic productivity. Feeling guilty for not being productive. Healthy productivity. Prioritizing yourself and your well-being above all and not feeling guilty about it. Knowing well that the rest and feeling good makes you more productive. Toxic productivity. One-size-fits-all approach where you only try things that worked for others, and then when it doesn't work, you're thinking that there's something wrong with you. Healthy productivity. Knowing yourself well and customizing your approach to your specific needs. Toxic productivity. Unsustainable work intensity which results in burnout. Healthy productivity. Balanced and sustainable work. Toxic productivity. Sacrificing your well-being now and telling yourself that you will take care of your health when you're successful, which results in not being able to enjoy your success when it comes, or even not getting there in the first place due to your poor health. Healthy productivity. Taking care of yourself now so that you are healthy, so that you can enjoy your success when it comes. So now that you know what healthy productivity is, how to actually implement it into your life. Watch my next video where I will guide you step by step on how to implement healthy productivity into your life. Are you ready to ditch toxic productivity for good? If yes, make sure to like this video and subscribe because many more videos like this are coming. And let me know in the comments, what is it that you struggle with the most with productivity? Okay, so thank you for watching this video and I'll see you in the next one.